God, it's just so good. That's it. Video over. I'm done. No need for commentary. No need to talk about the world. Just play it. Seriously, just play it. Roll outro music. We don't have outro music. Well, how is that my problem? I'm not even kidding though. I could genuinely leave the video there and that would be all you need to know about Prey, but that probably wouldn't be that great for the YouTube algorithm, so I should keep going. Also, this is your last warning if you want to avoid spoilers. I'm not going to spoil the whole game, mostly because at the point of making this video, I haven't finished the game yet, but I'll still spoil a good chunk of it. So play the game first and then come back to this. You know, I wish I was one of those people who could write a 5-hour video essay and stay on topic the entire time, because the intro sequence alone is so perfect. And if you pay close enough attention, the game tells you exactly what you're getting into right at the start.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
I can't even describe it, but every time I boot up this intro, the music alone excites me. It's foreshadowing the psychological warfare that you're about to experience, and I don't know exactly why this has this effect on me, but it probably has something to do with how it's a mystery game that makes you do the brain work, mostly, but I'll get into that later. Also, a little side note, it might just be me, but whenever I hear this song, I feel like I am literally hearing the sounds of Talos 1, the space station you are exploring. I swear, all the instruments and sound effects sound like they could have just been sampled from a haunted space station. Seriously. Mick Gordon, an incredible job. Anyways, so you wake up in your apartment, hear the fucking banging music, and go about your day. You greet the maintenance woman, look at some weird scrapes on the floor, take the elevator, get in a helicopter, enjoy a brilliant title sequence, meet your brother, run through some tests where things appear to be going wrong, things are really going wrong. Wait, what was that? What the fuck? Gas seeps through the chamber? You go in and out of consciousness? You wake up in your apartment, hear the fucking banging music, and go about your day. Wait, what? Wait, what's going on? This already happened. What happened to the maintenance woman? There wasn't a wall here. I guess there's only one way out of the building now. So if that plot twist of the goddamn century didn't hook you already, I don't know what to say to you. Turns out you aren't in your apartment, you're in a space station, and you've been in a simulation for weeks, reliving the same day over and over again thanks to these little devices called neuromods that wipe your memory when uninstalled from your brain. What are neuromods? Well, they're these super cool devices that modify your brain, allowing you to achieve feats you couldn't What the fuck are you doing? Ah! There are also these aliens, broadly referred to as Typhon, swarming the station, and thanks to the work of long-dead scientists in the Psychotronics division, you can use neuromods to gain the Typhon's powers as well, so now you can turn into a cup. Okay, enough narrativizing. There are enough video essays on this platform just synopsizing the game, and who would I be if I just jumped onto the bandwagon? Right. So, after that incredible intro, you're greeted with the type of gameplay that I truly love. The only thing I don't like about it are the health, armor, sidebars, but I've complained about those before. The game feels smooth, albeit unbearably slow. I swear to God, it feels like those dreams where you can't run fast because your feet are encased in molasses. The controls themselves don't stand out, nothing about them is incredible, it's everything else about the gameplay that makes the thought of playing this game incredible. You don't get too far into the tutorial before the game tells you to your face that there are a variety of ways to solve problems and traverse Talos 1. You want to avoid some scary looking aliens? Yeah, shoot some glue onto a wall and climb up. Want to get into that armory that has undoubtedly some way better weapons? You could go through a moral quandary where you contemplate indirectly taking the life of a convict, being unsure as to whether the crimes for which he is locked up are true or yet another mental trick being being played on you and receive the door code from him as thanks for freeing him. Or you could just become a tiny little object and wiggle under the security glass without any issue. This is the type of choice I feel is most important when designing games. Having dialogue options to pick from that influence the story is cool, but those are ultimately scripted, and most playthroughs, unless it's a game where making choices are the main mechanic, tend to have the same or similar outcomes, or at least a small number of distinct endings. In this case, although Prey does only have a small handful of different endings, the tools that you're given and the abilities that you can use allow for such a wide variety of playstyles that when you see videos of people solving puzzles in other ways, it will genuinely make you question your own intelligence. The entire game is one big puzzle, a mystery. But what I love about it is that the mystery isn't really a mechanic. What I mean by that is that you can go out of your way to find all the audio logs of survivors and victims aboard Talos 1 to try and figure out what happened while you were asleep, but the game won't hold your hand through that. There isn't an interface where you have all the events laid out on a pegboard or anything. It doesn't tell you when you found a critical clue to uncovering how the Typhon breached containment. You have to actually use a bit of brain power to comprehend that you've just uncovered a clue, because it doesn't tell you. And I think the fact that it doesn't hold your hand through any of this makes the mystery really intriguing to solve. One of the best parts of the game, if not the best part, is the open world. Or, I guess, open world. It's an open world in the loosest sense of the term. You can go anywhere once you've unlocked the area, and it feels so contained that you rarely, if ever, get bored traveling from place to place like you often do in other open world games. The areas that you traverse are so detailed and full of lore and info dumps that if you look close enough, every new playthrough, you will absolutely find something that you entirely glossed over previously.
All right, Elias has... Stabfellow has vanished into the darkness beyond the tower door. The only sign of him is his blood trail. But as you watch, the flagstones seem to drink in the blood, the cracks glistening red.
Oh, Jesus Christ on a stick, Abigail.
Prey doesn't need fast travel. It makes traversing the station fun and rewarding. And for all the times that you do need to get all the way across the station quickly, it implements game mechanics for making that efficient without making you just press a button on a map. If you fix the elevator, you can now get from the early game area to the late game area. If you open these airlocks, now you have access to space and can zoom from airlock to airlock, bypassing dangerous areas to get where you need to go. It makes so much sense and is so easy, I genuinely don't understand why other game developers don't do this. And to make it better, you're rewarded for backtracking. Areas that you've already explored and cleared of Typhon will become infested again with new enemies, and the areas will have changed in either simple or drastic ways. Every time you come back to an area, there's always a sign of an event having taken place when you were gone, giving the feeling of the area being alive. I really feel like it's impossible for me to squeeze in all the things I want to say into this video, but who knows, maybe I'll come back for round 2 when I'm actually done the game. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this game is incredible. Play it. Seriously, that is the only takeaway I want you to have. Or, I guess not the only takeaway. It'd be pretty cool if you subscribe too. But with that, I hope you're doing well, and I will see you in the next one.